Welcome back to exam secret number 13. We just mentioned this is we avoid the post-mortem, and now we're by brain secret number 13. This one here, please listen very carefully. This is how you're going to remember things. Our brain is made up of short-term memory, long-term memory, and the subconscious brain. Short-term memory means you hear something today, a short while, you'll forget it immediately. That's short-term. You just need to know someone's telephone number. You say, what's the number? 34456. Okay, I got it. 34456. You'll remember it. But in an hour's time, you won't remember it. It's not important. All right, just short-term memory, quick. Or I want to have for the recipe. I want to order a menu. I want burger, chips, and fries. You say, okay, burger, chips, and fries. After 10 minutes, the waiter will forget. What did you want? That's short-term memory. You forget. But for exams, you need long-term memory. You don't want short-term memory, because exams, you want that information to stay in your brain. So how do you get the information to stay in your brain? Remember this. Look at this graph. When you study anything, this is how much. This is called how much you're going to remember the things. These are the hours. In 24 hours, 48 hours, 72 hours in 1 week's time. And how much are you going to remember something? So if you study something now, you're going to remember it 100%. All right, 100% you're going to remember something. If someone says, or you read a book, a paragraph, you'll remember it. You close a book, you'll remember at least 90% or 80% you'll remember it. But remember, this is the danger. Very soon after you study something, within 24 hours, you get the biggest drop. Within 24 hours. By the next day, you're going to start forgetting. And if you don't, but then within 48 hours, by 72 hours, you'll hardly remember the work you studied. You won't even remember it. So this is how the brain works. You're going to remember it immediately. Within a day, you're going to forget it, and then it's gone. So the way to overcome this problem is on that first day, you see these green arrows. The first day, you revise your work again. So that means before the red arrow can fall down, when you revise your work, it shoots it up again. When the work is about to come down, you revise it in 72 hours to shoot it up again, and you revise it in a week's time to shoot it up. In that way there, it remains high. Your memory remains high at a high level. If you're not going to make revision within 1 day, 3 days, and 1 week, your memory will go down. Your time is wasted. The more you remember, you must remember in the old days we had that long playing records, and you had a needle, and sometimes the needle used to get stuck on a song. It used to get stuck. It makes a groove, and that's how the brain works. If you keep revising, it makes a groove in the brain. The more you revise, it makes a groove in the brain, and then you won't forget it. But if you only revise it once, you're only making one groove in the brain, and then you're going to forget it. You must make a lot of grooves in the brain. You study something, you remember. You revise it again, you revise it. The more revisions you make, the more it goes into long-term memory. It goes into the subconscious brain. And then when exam time comes, you know it's in your long-term memory and not in your short-term memory. Stay well. Revision. Repeated revision. Very, very important. Stay well. Look after yourself.